There's more electrical troubleshooting to be done on this mixer because because the cord is not at fault. Okay, first I thought when I was bending the cord and manipulating it that this is causing the motor to run unevenly and cuts power on and off to the motor, but later it turned out that it wasn't the problem, and I'll tell you what happened here. First off, when I replaced the cord, I just cut out this UL knot part that the insurance company wants this knot on it, and I thought maybe the wires are broken on the outside, on the tension side of the knot. Anyhow, before I took it out from the circuit board here, I took a look at the two wires in this cord here. You can see that on one there are some letters imprinted on it, and on the other one there are some ribs that run lengthwise. Okay, you can see these raised ribs. In North American terminology, you look at the male plug here. This polarized blade is the neutral one, and that's what corresponds to this jacketing with the raised ribs, and the other one is the live or hot, and that one corresponds to the piece of wire with jacketing with numbers on it. So before I took it out, I had a good look at it, and I labeled my circuit board there that one says neutral, and that's how it was done. So I soldered it back into its correct place because that's important. Alright, once I was done with it, it still wasn't working. And oh, and one more thing, I'm gonna recycle this little bit that I also saved. You know, this one keeps the wire in place and fills this little square hole, void, whatever, in the housing. So that's that. This little bit of charring here, yeah, this happened. Some molten soldering and stuff when I accidentally connected or shorted connected the hot with the neutral there, when one of my kids asked a very important something question and I just tripped the breaker. Anyhow, when this wiring was done, the motor was still not powered evenly. RPM was up and down, or it just cut power entirely. And I was twisting and looking at the blue wire and this brown wire and these white ones and the red ones, and none of those are faulty. What's faulty is this big motor run capacitor. It says 105J, 630 volts. The 630 volts is pretty self-explanatory. The J means that its rated capacity is plus or minus 5% within that rating. Okay, so that's capacitor tolerance. And that's 105 means that 10 is followed by 5 zeros, so that's 1 million picofarads. That's its rated capacity. 1 million picofarads is the same as cross out 3 zeros, 1000 nanofarads, cross out 3 more zeros, 1 microfarad. Okay, that's what this capacitor is. And its front surface area here where the letters are, that's where it has a bad contact, something there. I'll show you. I'm gonna plug it in for a sec. Say select speed 1 on this one. Yeah, see, it's not running. It's not running because, okay, how do I do this so I don't get electrocuted here? There. Okay, you get the idea. This shouldn't be a switch. Every time I touch it, the motor makes a noise. You can see turning, something turning there. Nah, my fingers are gonna be in the way. There. The rotor is turning there. Every time I touch this capacitor side here, Okay, it's solid on the circuit board, but something inside is not making good contact. Okay, it's safe now. I'm powered, so I need to heat up these two legs on the capacitor so I can pull it off the circuit board, get a new one for 80 cents or $2 or whatever it is, something like in the magnitude of $2, and put a new one back in, solder it back on, and it's good to go. Because my wife's first thoughts or first question was, oh, should I get a new one? No, we're not getting one for $20 or $50 or $80 or for any amount of money when it needs a $2 capacitor. There's nothing wrong with anything else on this one. And I have just a little bit of footage here on what happened to the screws. When I took the machine apart, I had to use or make and fabricate this special screwdriver for tamper resistant screws, which look like this. And where is my focus? Just a sec. There we go. Tamper resistant screw head, and they are tamper resistant no more because I did this to 3 of them, and I have one more to go. Let's see, how do I hold this? There, you can see I just removed from the middle of the screw that raised bit, so I can just go with a simple straight screwdriver, so I wouldn't need a special tool to undo it. Okay, so anyhow, that's the story. I just have to put it together, and hopefully it comes to life and works.